I'm going to be reacting to a couple pieces of work. I will constantly have to remind myself, kid, it is in fact several. But yes, we got Dead Boy Kez's Dead by Default, JaqKel's No More Excuse, Peso Peach, Shiny World Deluxe, and the Good Boy Hive. I just have not caught up. There's a lot that I haven't heard. What better to do than to film my reaction to these things? Wow, wow, wow. What do we got up next? Up next, we're reacting to JaqKel's No More Excuse. You don't know how hard it was to not type no more excuses. My mind just like gravitated towards wanting to say that instead. But let's do it. It's a time. I'm pretty sure I have it on SoundCloud as well. From what I've heard, not. Yeah. A little light on the description here. Just run it. We got our cover art here. I'm wondering if this is like based off of a photograph or if it's just like a drawing. Any insight on who did this? But I mean, I like it. It's like flat, minimalist. Yeah, I mean, obviously doesn't seem like the most amazing spot. Looks like whatever came through that window hit that wall, or that just happens to be almost aligned. We just gotta run it. 12 tracks. I've heard I might make calls after this one.
Well, you about to be here for a while.
Kinda. 28, yeah.
Yeah. I'll be chilling here though.
No, all good, all good. It was done by your brother. Okay, no, I like that. Yeah. I would say it's not to get into the designer bag. And sorry, I have not been showing this. Jesus Christ. But I would say the middle piece is almost so strong that I would even think about like what if there weren't any text there. But I mean, I like what you did, or what he did, regardless. Very, very strong. And for those wondering, yes, this is what I was talking about in terms of there being a hole in the wall and a hole in that window. Let's see if maybe that gets covered in the lore. Is there a song here called Rock or something? No. All right, let's start. We got Gone with the Wind. Never heard of her. Thank you, Kel. Shout out Kel in chat. No more excuse.
Crazy, you would think this way. You don't even want to hear what I have to say. I would have been dead if I didn't pray every day, so please hear what I gotta say. Juvenile, my thoughts of you. Every time I thought about you, those days we rendezvous, but my life just can't be you. It's my fault this time. Shouldn't put you on a place so high. The trees as they sway along with the wind dance they made.
Time to cry.
Now you know we are grown, so it's okay to just let go. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. It never stops. It never stops. Backseat, ride nigga way like a taxi, yeah.
Strings.
Every time we move, it's a movie. Straight to the bag like it's move day. Looking for the answer before it's too late. Go hard to doomsday, open the do say. What does the mood say? What does it call for? Fuck up position and how about a Ford? What can I do to make my baby smile? Focus on me and treat niggas like ice. Leaving a legacy niggas would die for. I fuck up the game right on camera, showing niggas how I'm coming. They think that I'm bluffing. I'll taunt my neck and I taunt on my wrist. It's a soul that I'm stunting. Start with a button. Rocket shit flow, man. I'm outer space with it while you feel lungs like you cyberpunk. You ain't on my level. I tend to dismiss.
Bars.
I never run. I never run. I never run. You ain't on my level. I tend to dismiss them. I see all my problems. I never run. The trees as they sway along with the wind dance they made. If you So it's okay to just let go. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. It never stops. It never stops.
They could curse you out, mistreat you, talk shit, bring negativity into your life, and then tomorrow everything can be fine because they know you're a forgiving person and you will take them back and let shit slide. But I'm so done and over it.
Okay. We're into track 2, Minds. I wonder if it's like mine with bad grammar or like mine doesn't. Or like, you know. Liking the grit to this. Track 2. Dang.
Baby, I'm searching for it, the closest thing to bliss. You know it is how it
I can already feel like I like this song.
and it's bullshit. What you do, my toast is split in two, but I'm one when I'm with you. Red eye, no camera view. Red eyes, 'cause all the tears that I cry for you. Baby, leave me, I'm fine. Don't waste your time. Aim for the sky. You have your reasons, and I have mine. So don't ask me. Baby, I'm fine. Don't waste your time. Aim for the sky. You have your reasons, and I have mine. So don't ask me why. Don't ask me. You done found a new boy, a new choice, a new toy, something for you to destroy. Oh, the madness, I live for the chaos. Let me have it. I don't care if I'm that boy.
Man. Man, I love that.
Tired making my own beats, writing my own songs, mixing and mastering my own stuff. Cause it's like when it's time to roll it, I just be so exhausted. But
Niggas really fucked up at the crib reading books.
Reading what?
Hey, do some skills, man.
Speak out his neck, he get popped like a collar. Make him a fiend like I'm wrapping up Walter.
Track 3, real pop music.
Peter, no Parker. He'll be a touchy, my red and black Parker. Roll with assassins, I bought him in Marco. Complaining to me when it's really their problem. I am the one that they calling, I got it, then flake on them because that shit not my problem. Every time I think today will be a good day, my mind say, little bitch, I'm no way. Every time I think I'm gonna get a good rest, my mind says, don't hold what the bitch said. Every time I think today will be a good day, my mind says, little bitch, I'm no way. Every time I think today I'll get a good rest, my mind says, he flip him so fast and he got him a car. Feeling his money, he think he a star. The cycle don't stop till it pop at his top. And he got his head wrapped like he prayed to Allah. It's a pandemic, put on your facade.
Let's go, right here.
You change who you are. The mask that I wear is for fashion. Don't find it tasking, cause I was down from the start. Banana clip, so I'm going gorillas like Damon. I am a diamond, Damon. You see the light, that's my necklace. Damon, ain't jumping as we discover. Damon.
Ah!
Tell me how disappointed you are in me.
I'm disappointed that ended. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm bringing that back. What?
Tell me how disappointed you are in me.
Why still got
Someone's
shit?
text. Okay. Niggas gotta eat.
Open the pit.
I was at that.
She reaching for dick or the gun in my hip. Either way, something's still getting cocked in this bitch.
Check 4, open up.
Fish, huh? Hey, you was a fish. Everybody wants a hook. So matter of fact, 1K for the shit. Maps on your phone, but my nigga, you stay up. Fatiguing my body, this shit better pay. Cause the voice in my head never give me a day. You ain't fucking with crew, you want someone to live. Spend all my money and listen to K-pop. I'm not your bro, there's the dough. I'm what you know, I'm big 24. I'm never home, always somewhere to go. If you understand, then I don't have to tell you. Fuck all your morals, that shit gonna fail you. I see your back as you're franking a pill. You holding that knife and don't loosen your grip. That's on my mama, I'm stacking my chips. Boy, you know, fuck around and make me rich. Bet, big bet, don't put it in stone, can erase that. Hey, bro, I hate shells and point at your stomach and pull on that trigger and tell you it's dinner. Knock up your body and make you look thinner. I'm making the vets look like they beginners. They ran out of space, I guess I'm a sinner. I hate everything, I guess that I'm bitter. I guess that I'm bitter.
Okay. It definitely felt like an intermission of sorts, but I like that, and I see why you're saying that. I'm assuming because that's what we're listening to now. Track 5, Bitter End. You got JaqKel on the plucks.
It don't matter to me, cause I'm mad. What I do, fuck I do, it's bad. I'm bitter. Why do all the bad shit happen to me? I deserve it all, what it's serving to me. I'm bitter. I'm mad at the world. I'm mad at the world. I'm bitter. Why do all the bad shit happen to me? I deserve it all, what it's serving to me. I'm bitter. I'm mad at the world. I'm mad at the world. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, chorus hella hitting. I was thinking about how I'm mad at the world is a little too on the nose for me, but I mean melodically, a lot is working right now.
It's not easy. It's not easy for me.
Yeah, I'm adding that too, I guess. Wow. Folly. We got track number 6, Who Knew? Transition. Shout out Keys. Surreal. Sorry, no.
Escape your end. Escape yourself.
Is that a siren?
It's on the loose, anticipating. Who is
Oh, wow.
new? I need a saving. It's on the loose,
I see Cal, I see.
Who is new? I need a saving.
Who am I again?
Let me introduce you to my dark side, it's wild intense. Stuck in the attic, I'm an addict to the smallest spaces. Never thought you'd turn around and hurt me, desert me, never love me. What the hell is wrong with you, man? I feel so inadequate. I'm mad again. Always felt pain and never that happiness. What am I to do? Feel less and less. I'm a mess, it's all my fault, that's so I thought. Me, I'm just stuck inside a cycle. I can never do anything right. I can hear the voices in my head and they're laughing at me, and I never wanna move from this spot. Why can't I do it? Never good enough. I'm never good enough. It's on the loose.
You're really vocalizing here. I love it.
Whoever knew I need a saving. It's on the loose, anticipating. Whoever knew I needed saving. I tried fitting the mold you made me. I changed myself.
Nigga! What? Okay, definitely gonna pause here as we are through the halfway mark for the track list. Oh my god, I don't know when I'm listening to that, but that was really good too. We're at the point where out of the 6 songs we've heard, it's only 2 that like I didn't add to my likes. I didn't add to my you can say my shuffle of sorts. Maybe Gone with the Wind and Open Up. But it's not even necessarily that those aren't good songs or something. It's just that the others that I literally liked like a lot. Like I was saying about Who Knew, the vocalizations you got going on there, you're really selling it. It sounds really good. Who is verse too? Like who is rapping there? Because I mean, you do have a dexterous enough voice for you to be like, it was me, and then I'll be like, fuck it, all right, I guess it was. But they were going in for real too. They had some interesting flows. And obviously, shout out to that ad. Old girl, your shorty definitely was killing it on the end there. I mean, that was really good. I mean, obviously Reverb be making this shit sound definitely amazing, but what am I saying here? Like it can help people sound better when they don't sound great, but then it's also like if you already sound great, motherfucker, you gonna sound amazing. So yeah, that shit was insane. And you're saying she helped you? Yeah. Okay. Friends from back home. All right, well, whoever was rapping in the middle there, Aaron. Okay. Yeah. Or Aaron. That's not mans that was. Okay, that's not mans that was like supposed to like join us for like the trip, right? You can update me on that there. But the name is like tipping me off to something. I don't know if I'm unlocking a memory I haven't thought of in a while. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I don't even want to give like a collective thought about what I've heard necessarily. It is nice. Because obviously there's more left. Right, I had a feeling it was him. Yeah, that's crazy. Let him know. Like, hey, I personally think he did well. I also wanted to address what JaqKel was saying in chat about Bitter End. Not because there's like a lot more to add, but just that it is interesting for someone to make a song about being jealous about one's peers in this whole music thing. it might sound like shameless plug, but like that concept is so novel to me, especially because I mean in general, that's an insecurity that most people don't like to talk about. But on top of that, it's one that I've recently like started looking into, and I mean I have some songs coming out in a bit that like kind of come from a place about that. It's not necessarily centered around that, but yeah, I mean I'm glad to see like some people kind of like Kel just kind of being honest with themselves about how they feel and maybe just trying to get better concerning what they feel. But yeah, we're actually at the interlude now. Massive Tides. Track 7. That's good, Kel.
Not this time. I swam for my life. The life I wanted wasn't there. I left that place with no fear. I can't go back.
I get it.
I got some brothers from different mothers wanna see me prove it.
Bruh, is this someone from back home too,
You
bruh?
couldn't expect me to choose it. And letting these days lead to me, man, they try me losing. And I can't, I won't.
Track 8, go back.
When I'm fucking dead, when I did it on my fucking own. Then I came back over a couple minutes, but I thank the Lord. Cause I've been places that I shouldn't have been. And made it back safe as they could have been. Lord only knows where I would have been. All my life I've been distancing. Cause I cannot fuck with a fake love. And I don't waste time on listening. I know they haven't been listening. I felt a lot in my life, but I promise you that I ain't ever felt limited. The world starts and ends with you. We all can choose, only if they knew. The world starts and ends with you. We all can choose, only if they knew. Never go back, 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 never go back. Yeah,
I know
you
him.
came from a place that left you so alone. Baby, I know that your mind is scarred and you got a broken heart. I just wanna save you from all the pain that you've been through. Tell me what you feeling, I just wanna understand you. With me, you wanna have to go through what you've been through. You ain't deserve that pain, so baby, let me protect you. In that hole, the darkest or nothing. I won't hold, I barely can function. I left home searching for something. Highlight the stakes, free me from the cage. The world starts and ends with you. We all can choose, only if you knew. The world starts and ends with you. The world ends with you. Never go back, never go back.
Super dumb note here, but like my brain is just built in a way where like I just can't help but point out that Go Back can be found in the title of Gotham Black in terms of the literal letters, obviously Goback. Does that matter? No.
No sleep in my city, gunshots is my alarm clock. Is it stopping me from being wild? Oh, I think not. My arm is a Glock, rock man,
Mega Man.
I woke up today feeling bored and chose violence. She didn't text me back, but it's okay, I like the silence. It ain't about the journey home, it's about the timing. BB, my next straight diamond. I woke up today feeling bored and chose violence. She didn't text me back, but it's okay, I like the silence. Ain't about the journey home, it's about the timing. BB, straight diamond. Nigga straight glossing. I've been rocking golf every time I'm up and slossing. My vibe hella gothic, give a fuck about your gossip. But at any rate, I've been going crazy. Nothing left to say. Freaks only. I wear what I want, I say what I say, and be who I be. You can't see, it means nothing to them. I woke up today feeling bored and chose violence. She didn't text me back, but it's okay, I like the silence. Ain't about the journey home, it's about the timing. BB, my next straight diamond. I woke up today feeling bored and chose violence. She didn't text me back, but it's okay, I like the silence. Ain't about the journey home, it's about the timing. BB, straight diamond. No sleep in my city, gunshots is my alarm clock. Is it stopping me from being wild? How I think not. My arm is a block, rock man, make a man. I do what I want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. It's so common for me to come down in seconds. It's so common. It's so common. It's so common for the world go down in ruins. It's so common.
I'm thinking a lot right now.
It's so common. It's so common for it to feel like we lost something. It's so common. It's so common. It's so common for me to be judged for my blackness. It's so common. It's so common. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want. My hands up, you can kill me if you want to. My hands up, you can kill me if you want.
Wow. So that was track number 9, Goth and Black. I feel like I got some thoughts about that. So for one, I definitely was already in love with the song by the first half. I liked that effect very much so when the beat cuts out and whatever vocal it is that's supposed to be there comes through, but almost like muffled and bit crushed and something. Almost like it came out of a different device. really clear, creative. I did feel like I stumbled a bit going into the second half, as it's, as far as I can tell, it's sort of at a different tempo. Like it just didn't feel like it, but like it wasn't the same tempo, and it just changed styles or something. So I did get tripped up there a little bit. Which is to say, I guess IMO, I probably would have loved a different transition to go for that. But yeah, that was still crazy. Obviously, super mega kudos to whoever programmed like the music itself. Like, although I would have wanted a little more from the drums definitely sounded good. Like a few more fills here and there perhaps, but like really cool. Like, I like the use of the double pedal. Obviously makes it a little more authentic. And in general, with both halves of the song, I felt something like something was satisfied, because on the song, I think it's Real Pop Music, you have like a drum and bass track, and I remember thinking earlier, like, while this is cool and all, because I do love drum and bass in general, and obviously some people within not only the Hive but the community and music at large have definitely been playing with drum and bass rhythms as of late. What I had been thinking was like, all right, this is cool, but like you're leaning into like guitar stuff, so I'm wondering if we're ever gonna get like, fuck drum and bass, but like actually just rock, like in terms of the rhythm. It doesn't even have to be like literally rock instruments, but the actual rock rhythm, and it's great. I mean, that exactly happened on both halves of this track. Let's see. The second half is about just being black, and the second half is produced by Soma. He did all the instruments. Okay. Cool. No, I mean, I love that. A good anthem to just talking about that intersectionality, right? Of like, why are, I mean, maybe this wasn't at the forefront of the track for you, but it's definitely a thing out there of like people assuming that being black and being of a certain aesthetic is like mutually exclusive. That like being black means you're gonna be the person in the Angry Birds tee, the non-retro Air Jordan, and like all he does is like play 2K or something and listens to top 40 hip hop or something. There's nothing wrong with being that person. It's just assuming that that's all there is definitely a mistake. But nah, I definitely think that song is worthwhile. I already liked it. So, very cool. Going into Bald Girlfriend interlude. Let's go. Our second interlude of the project.
Still look cute and shit, but why you cut your hair? I mean, it don't look bad, it looked kind of cool, but you should have told me that you cut your hair. So why'd you do it? You cut your hair.
No way.
Alright, now this one's about pain.
Okay. Haha, I love that. I think. Woo, bass! Oh! Oh man, you gotta love a good bass.
I feel so sick. Everything is hurting me from the
lines.
All the time, all the time. I don't wanna see you suffer.
Oh, I love it, man.
I hurt myself only 'cause I want to help. Everything is just a bother. All the time, all the time. Left me all alone. If I said I'm wrong, would you come back home? Tired of myself, tired of this hell. I thought I knew everything, but I was ill-prepared. Such a pity, for sure, for sure. But it won't stop me anyway. I'm seeing things, for sure, for sure. I want the visions to go away. Do you wanna find another?
Oh my god.
'Cause I'm a mirror and you hate to see yourself. I am nothing but a bother. All the time, all the time. I don't wanna see you suffer. I hurt myself only 'cause I want to help. Everything is just a bother. All the time, all the time. Do you wanna find another? 'Cause I'm a mirror and you hate to see yourself. I am nothing but a bother. All the time, all the time. I don't wanna see you suffer.
Oh my god.
Myself only 'cause I want to help. Everything is just a bother. All the time.
No, it's not.
All the
It's just
time.
good. Oh my god. I mean, it's not that it's not. It's just that what's getting to me is how actually good this is. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Shit was amazing, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What's up, man?
Last track. We just finished the penultimate track, whatever you say. We're on Cherry Sakura. It's the 12th track, the final track of this project. Let's get it. Whew. Oh man. I'm still thinking about this.
They said it would only hurt a little. Side by side, caught in between the middle. What is free? The pastures, the meadows. I reached for you, I stretched my hands into the unknown. And everyone is changing. I'm stuck here and I'm waiting for a reason why I shouldn't settle. Warfare in my mental, my flesh stands with metal. Underneath sakura petals.
Nigga said. what the? Wow. That was lovely. Specifically that last track. I see Kel put in a little bit of his insight here, saying that the last song, he wanted to make a song that it spoke on suicidal thoughts, but not necessarily in an edgy way. Which is great because I don't think it came off that way, not at all. There's obviously some stuff in the album that is on the nose, but I like that isn't as on the nose as it could be, or maybe it's just not, what you wanted. There's a time to be edgy, perhaps even about stuff as grave as that, but maybe for the perspective you wanted to communicate this from, it was more subdued and subtle and all that. But yeah, no, I like that. And there's a sentiment about it that I think is true for a lot of the songs on here, and probably for the album as a whole, which is that I like that the music kind of comes to the forefront on this one. And when I say that, it's because a lot of the times as rappers, as like vocalists, we like feel trapped musically in terms of a box. This box where we have to just, like, what we contribute to these songs is like what you say, like what you did with your mouth, what you spoke. And that's kind of ass, as in how limiting that is. Because that can't be all of it. You'd hope that's not where the buck stops concerning that. And here I feel like that was not a limiter at all. I jokingly am team don't let the beat ride or whatever. But mostly because, like, even in that same spirit, like I want to do something with the space given. I don't produce, so a lot of the times that means that I'm probably looking into ways for me to vocally contribute. But nah, like here, it's letting the music speak for itself for sure. And another thing that's sort of in that vein, that's not the let the beat ride, but it's like, it's my favorite principle of like jamming music nowadays, especially with like SoundCloud ass niggas. And it's not that being that is bad, but it's a box. It can be a box. It can be a limiter. With SoundCloud ass niggas and their respective styles, we feel like, I just want to make something that loops into either itself or loops into the next song, or like, is came as quickly as it went, meaning it's quick, perhaps 2 minutes, perhaps even a minute. But it's a good little earworm, and it's hard to hate it. Like it's fun. But especially with something like Whatever You Say, among some other tracks, you went out there and like you did that hook like 4 times. Like, which is great. People don't do that nowadays. And when I say people, it's not like out there John Mayer isn't doing that. Of course he fucking is. But like us, like among the community, and like in a weird way, this is sort of, I'm not the guy. I'm not the one that knows everything that must be done for these kind of projects. Because even myself, like, obviously, am I at Drake status yet? No. So I don't know everything that I should be doing. But I'm just having this check-in with, with Kel here and Kaz and among other people. And yeah, like what you're doing here is kind of just rare for people around us, which is to let the music speak for itself and to actually jam. Like, that part was heat. Fuck it, bring it back. Let's do it again. And having the progressive mentality. When I say progressive, I don't mean like the political ideology. I mean, of course, musically, to have the song sort of change and evolve and feel like it's building towards something, even though it's structurally the same part again. That shit is heat. Just as hard as shit and box ourselves with the just generic trap beats and rapping about the same thing. Those are cool. Don't get me wrong, but and Kel's about to add whatever else he's about to say. But yeah, he's speaking about being limited by those normal conventions. It's definitely something that he was not limited to on this. Not that this is the most experimental thing in the world, but it's not the most stagnant thing either. He said, let's actually make music and not try to make a hit constantly. No, facts. Yeah. People are scared of like a good 8-minute song. And to be fair, everybody should be scared of that because it's hard to do that. But let's not be scared of like finding the one that is worthwhile, the one that is like, damn, no, that I do want to hear this on end, or I do want to hear something that has no percussion, or something that isn't the rap that I'm used to, or whatever, right? And again, I will still stress that this isn't that experimental. I say that more in the grand scheme of SoundCloud and the grand scheme of like obviously music as a whole. It's obviously branching out a bit for, you know, the hive, the community, all that shit. Definitely to a degree, to several degrees. But that's not to knock it. In fact, there was a worry I had around the middle where I was like, I wonder if we're gonna get stuck with the first third being the experimental part, and as I was moving into the second third and whatnot, like if that was it, like, damn, all right, well, we blew our load early on the drum and bass and the fucking, you know, sort of rock shit, and like the drum loop kind of boom bappy stuff. But like, nah, I mean, like, thank God that wasn't it. And I think even though I almost thought we were gonna forget about that, we didn't go without it. We definitely came across some more bending of sorts, you can say. To kind of wrap up my sentiments here, for those curious, I don't really give legitimate scores. I just kind of latch on to songs that I wouldn't mind coming up in my shuffle. I will say, for one, this is an album that I probably would not be scared of, like, oh, I'm mowing the lawn, or I'm doing a long, like, drive or something, or I'm cleaning, or, you know, some errand. I can probably play this the whole way through. I'll give it that accolade. But on top of that, almost more importantly, there's the matter of which songs do you add to your library so they come up in your shuffle, right? I'm kind of giving it that mentality. And if we're looking here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of 12, so we're at 50. So that's slightly more than not that this is a competition necessarily, but slightly more than I gave the Kez project. His landing at a 47, this being at a 50. To be fair, also with this one, there are 2 interludes. And, you know, no excuses made. You know, the songs are what the songs are. And obviously not every song, as we were just talking about, is built for the shuffle. So that's, again, not even a real score. It's just letting you know how that's probably going to impact my listening on the daily basis. But yeah, wow. I liked this. But yeah, a lot of good music out there. Listen to that new Kel drop. A lot of cool stuff on the way, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for putting in your 2 cents. Thanks for making great art, you guys. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you sometime. Whenever. I don't know. In truth be told, I don't like streaming. It's not my thing. I don't even like watching streams. But I do realize that sometimes it's the best medium for stuff like this. Of course, this is all going to be uploaded on YouTube as well. It's got to cut it out. I'm going to make it its own video. Get them thumbnails going. It'll be on there pronto. Hope you guys have a great day. Take it easy. Screw.